If you're a fan of heat embossing with your heat tool, then you know that embossing on vellum can sometimes be a challenge because it's an opaque, slippery surface. So I'm going to give you a quick tip. First, start with your embossing buddy. It will tell the powder not to stick where there is an ink. Next, use a pigment ink, or in this case, I'm going to use Versamark to ink up your stamp. Preparing your surface is just as important as the end result. I'm going to stamp this right on top of the vellum. So far, so good, right? You know all this. Okay, well, here comes the next part. The embossing powder. I'm using cherry cobbler, and I'm pouring it very generously. Now, don't worry, it's going to go back in the bottle. That's what the coffee filter is for. If you've missed a spot, which I have here, because you can see this is a very large stamp, make sure you give it a good flick. What you don't want is you don't want stray powder in areas that's going to leave flecks of color where you don't want it. Now, typically you would turn your heat tool on and emboss, but when you're using vellum, sometimes the power of the heat tool will blow the powder away. So turn it on and you're going to heat emboss from the back. So just for the sake of the video, I'm going to turn this upside down. Now you're going to want to work rather closely, and you're going to want to work one small area at a time so that you can see the powder turn from an opaque finish to almost a glossy finish. Before you know it, the whole thing is going to be heat embossed perfectly without having to worry about any stray powders ending up in a spot that you don't want them. By heat setting from the back, not only can you tell when the powder has set, you don't have to worry about overheating it or scorching the vellum, and you still get this beautiful opaque finish.